Geek Dad Live presents Toy Geeks, the live toy talk show. Tonight we're going to talk about that Wave 5 of MOTU Origins reveals, including the Goddess. We're also going to talk about all of those Power Rangers reveals from Hasbro, Super 7, and more. We're also going to talk about the 2020 Toy of the Year Awards and who won them. All of that and more tonight on Toy Geeks. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay. And with me, as always, Sunday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is John. John, how you doing tonight, good sir?
I'm doing good. How are you, Jay?
I'm doing well on this Valentine's Day 2021. So let me be the first to thank our wives for letting us come on this show tonight. I texted you midday. I was like, again, this is like last week was Super Bowl. I was like, maybe we made sure, both Mrs. were cool with us talking toys tonight. But happy to be here with you, John, and then everybody else in the chat. Got a lot of people already chatting it up tonight. So it looks like for anybody that maybe doesn't have someone to celebrate with, or still wants to talk toys even on a Valentine's Day. We are here. We are here for you. We are here together to talk toys. So excited for that. But John, I didn't want you to feel left out, so I got you a Valentine's card tonight. Let me see if I can.
That's sweet.
Hold on, let me see. Here we go. I know you're a big Jaws fan, so this is the card. You are awesome.
That is awesome. That's sweet.
Now there was some runner-ups. So I'll share the runner-ups.
Okay.
A vintage Batman one. Oh, a little small there. Hold on, let's see.
Oh wow.
Don't break my heart. Be my Valentine. Okay. Don't know if you're a dinosaurs fan, but I love the dinosaurs. I thought that
I was back in the day.
Have the best Valentine's Day since prehistory. And then do you remember these Michael Jordan ones?
Yes, I actually had those.
Same here.
They were like those were the ones you would like give out to all your classmates, on the
exactly.
I absolutely had the Jordan ones.
I love this. You're cool.
You're cool.
Really, it proved the theory that you just slap Michael Jordan on anything and it would sell. This last one, as I was looking for Jaws ones for you, this is more a Sharknado one, but I thought it was still fun. Somebody
that is.
You are the shark to my tornado. Anywho, either way, thought it'd be a fun way to kick things off here on Valentine's Day. Let's check the chat. Vengeance posted this before the show even started. Wave 5, we don't have Wave 1 fully in stores yet. It is kind of slow going for sure. All music fan in the house. Good morning or good evening, MOTU fans. We'll at least we know the Green Guys is supposed to slip apart on the Origins figures. Good call out because yes, the classics version notoriously broke very easily. Jay Griffith says, I think we're on wave 2, but I haven't seen anything. I mean, the waves are kind of all over the place. That's why it's kind of weird. Last week we were talking about wave 6 because the big thing last week was Stinkor getting bumped for Faker, but I guess Stinkor got bumped up to wave 5.
Yeah.
So I don't know. These naming structure they have for these are all over the place, but excited to talk about what I guess is revealed for wave 5. Including the Green Goddess. Gamaliel's in the house. Hello. Nightmare, Adam, Enrique, Jay, Bullwinkle, 80, whole bunch of people. Master Hoarder, Axel. Let's see. So is that
the Axel?
I think it is the Axel Jimenez. Awesome.
Oh my God.
Awesome to have you here, Axel. Like we've been talking about just coming on the show and talking to us, but excited for you to give a hello here and to hang out with us for a sec. KJ Smith, Ray Belmont, thanks, Colleen. Happy Valentine's to you and your family. Let's see. Toy Doc. Again, tons of people in the chat. So excited to talk toys. All right, John, how was your week otherwise?
It's all right. It's all right. Nothing I want to get into.
Okay.
It's a touchy time right now.
All right. Is it because we're broadcasting on Valentine's Day night? I'm sorry.
No. It's not been a great week.
Well, hopefully, John, we'll have a fun night tonight. Maybe just
yes. Yeah, I need a little pick me up.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have some fun. There we go. Yeah. Oh wow, we have MOTU royalty in the house. Indeed. If you don't know, Axelman is just about every single piece of MOTU Origins artwork. He is the penciler on every single one of them, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
So, and I know he's partnered with Francisco. I'm blanking on Francisco's last name, and Nate Barch on those, but I believe Axel is a part of every single one of them. So excited to have him here. We've talked to him before about coming on the show and talking about the art. We just haven't found the right thing, but we will have him on the show at some point in time. Well, a long list of people to have on the show. Actually, speaking of guests on the show, next week we will have a special guest. So as we're kind of going through housekeeping items here, let me see if I can pull it up on, let's see. So for our toy show, NC Toy Con in Raleigh, North Carolina, we've done a couple of them. It's been kind of pushed back because of COVID. But at what was the one last year?
Yeah,
we had a few special guests like Michael French from Retro Blasting, Dan Larson from Toy Galaxy, and Blake Wright, who wrote Toys That Time Forgot. And great guy, a lot of fun talking to him. If you don't know Toys That Time Forgot, it is a book series that tries to document all of these unreleased and prototype toy lines. And he reached out to me earlier this week. Is this right? Hold on, I want to make sure I have the Kickstarter up here to talk about. Here we go, Kickstarter. And he was like, hey, can you just shout out that the Kickstarter starting for Volume 3, his latest volume of Toys That Time Forgot. And I was like, well, why don't you just come on Toy Geeks? I don't know if he's seen it yet, so I sent him a link. He was like, yeah, I'd love to come on. So next week, Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we will have Blake Wright, the author of Toys That Time Forgot Volume 1, 2, and now 3, will come on the show to chat toys with us for a little bit, probably share, hopefully, his latest toy hauls, and then a little bit about his book that is being kickstarted right now on the internets. So I'll put a link down in the description below. And again, next week, hopefully we'll have a lot of time to talk about this book series. But it's really cool. It's really, really cool. He goes around and just finds this stuff that you never thought existed before. And a really great guy, great conversation. So excited to have Blake Wright join us next week on Toy Geeks to talk about Volume 3 of Toys That Time Forgot. I'm going to see if maybe he can have a couple cool images to share on the show to get people hyped up for Toys That Time Forgot Volume 3. He's almost at his first goal of, I think, $35,000, and then he adds extra chapters and stuff like that if he hits his higher level rewards. I have Volume 1. It's a really nice, high quality book. So next week, Blake Wright, special guest appearance on Toy Geeks. So that should be fun. All right, Jonathan. Time for that special moment on each Toy Geeks recent toy hauls. Did you go first or did I go first last time?
I believe I went first last time.
Okay, I don't think I got anything this week. I did get something. So the first thing that I want to say is that I found the Red Sun Superman. I found 2 of them today on the toy shelves at Target, and I passed on both of them because they had crappy paint. And I can tolerate crappy paint, but these were like right on the science sickle or whatever.
Yep.
The Rushkis have. And I was really bummed because I think we both really want that figure. Mm-hmm. So I was like, cool, 2, 1 for me and John. And I hope I didn't mind that I kind of spoke for you here, but I just was like, they look kind of like crap. So let me see. I guess these pictures aren't really making across. Maybe I had a weird thing going on in my mind because now I'm looking at the pictures and maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. But anyway, take a look at these. So the first one, it kind of had all these white marks. You can't really see in the picture, but it had all these like white, like in the plastic marks, which was a bummer. So that was a pass. And then the other one, the actual the emblem on his chest was all futzed up, like the paint was smudged and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would have bothered me.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't want. Let me make sure. Yeah, this one. I really want the figure, but I was like, and maybe that's why they were still there. Maybe some other people passed them. You can see it here. Like that right there is not on the box. That was like on the figure and on the
like in the plastic.
Yep. So I was like, there's no way I can kind of buff that out. So that was a pass. So it would have been cool to have it on my toy hauls for this week, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. All right. The other thing that I did purchase it, but I don't have it in hand yet. But I think anybody that watches this show or any of the other shows that I do on Geek Dad Life will be excited because it is none other than the thing that's starting to hit stores in Canada. Any guesses? It's hitting stores in Canada.
Castle Grayskull.
Castle Grayskull. That is right. I found a seller in America, but at the Niagara Falls. So he'd probably just go across the thing and pick it up. Anywho, he was selling it on the Evil Bay. I paid double retail, but I was just like, I need it. I need to have it for myself, for the show, for you all. So it's going to be arriving this week sometime. I have the tracking. So just be on the lookout on the channel. Just keep your eyes peeled because my review of the Castle Grayskull from Masters of the Universe Origins is coming soon. But I will say, John, how do you feel about all these Canucks finding Grayskulls while we got nothing here in the States?
It's just not fair.
Right?
I don't get it. You know, our delivery date isn't even till April. How does this happen? I don't know.
All I know is once I started seeing it come, hitting in Canada, I was like, because I knew it. Yeah, it's gonna be months before we get it in the States. And the last time that last wave 3, I think, I did order a set from Canada, but then it got lost in the great mail debacle of late 2020. But from everybody that gets them, this is one of the MOTU Origins groups that I'm on Facebook. It looks great. I'm excited about it. I'm pumped.
It looks awesome.
Good. Sticker sheet looks dope. And even the parts, like they look pretty good quality, like pretty nice quality. So excited for him.
And the door's painted.
And the door is painted. There was a lot of talk about that because there was like with the images that came out originally, there was something it was just a brown door. But yeah, so the door got painted. The white speckles are still there, but it doesn't seem as in your face, which is pretty good. And then the actual green with the lighter green. I mean, it looks fine to me, but I'm excited about it. What are you feeling, John?
I'm excited. I might have to come over and play with yours a little bit early. I won't be able to wait for mine.
I'll do my video review and everything, and then I'll send it to you. It'll be a community Grayskull.
The community Grayskull.
Same goes to anybody in the chat right now. It's it'll be like a library system. You just check it out. Take it for a few days.
The Brotherhood of the Traveling Grayskull.
Oh my God. Yes, I love that. I mean, everybody has their own story with it, during their time. That's perfect. Oh man. But it's like I can't be too mad because Canadians are so nice. So I don't want to be too angry about it. I'm a little it just got me feeling a little bit But it's all right. It's all right. I know for a lot of people, we get toys in the States first and everywhere else. And so we have to like ship it and it's like $1 bajillion. So really, I'm just being a big baby. But seeing these people with it already, like this one, I think the color looks really nice. And I love the paint on the back. And the inside of the mouth is green, which is awesome. So it's a 2-piece door. And the inside just looks fantastic. Like that looks great.
It really does. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
And for under $100.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. $80. You can't go wrong.
We just got to have our fingers crossed that Walmart does not screw up these pre-orders. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. That's my big fear.
Hope and pray. That's not like,
yeah. I'm hoping that the people that ordered them first get them first. You know, I hope it's not sort of random, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh man. Anywho, all right. Let's go to the chat room before we go to yours. Give me a Wow Castle Grayskull. Yep. Be on the lookout. What's normal? I think it's Walmart. Was it $79 or something? $80?
Yep.
Homies, patience, Jay. Patience. I know. But you know, sometimes I use this channel as an excuse. Like, why? I have to. I have to like it. I have to review it. You know, it's the hot take. It's the hot read. That's a good excuse, right?
Yeah, it is.
Sam, yay! I saw a review of CG. It looks awesome. Can't wait for the CG review. Can we get some comparison to the originals when you do make that video? Absolutely. My hope is to start doing more vintage reviews. If you saw my LJN Thunder Tank video the other day. I'm hoping to do more of that kind of stuff. So I might do one like side by side to the original one in that review, but then maybe also do a little bit more of a deep dive on the original Castle Grayskull. Master Vice says they get everything MOTU first. They really do. And also Europe, like it's Europe, Canada, everybody but the US. The banners are actual fabric. They're really fabric?
Really?
Wow. I guess it does kind of look like that in the picture.
That is amazing. The
green mossy paint looks strange. I would say it kind of in some pictures it looks off, but in some others it doesn't. So it'll be interesting what it's like in person. Let's see. Ray Balance so strange, especially considering the Origins line animation fan base are starting in the US. Glad for anyone anywhere to getting it, but just saying there's a lot of other countries that don't get what we get most of our time. So I think it evens itself out. Exactly. I know for the most part we get the lion's share of the stuff first and pretty easily. So yeah, you know, I'm willing to not be that much of a baby about it. Jason says, did you see the new Power Rangers? We'll be talking about that in the news section today. I missed out on the April pre-order for Castle Grayskull because I bought one for a friend because he never had one when he was growing up. I wish I could have got one. Yeah, I mean, I guess is it pushed back now? Because it was up for a little while back. When was that? In October, I think.
Something like that.
So anywho, the Thunder Tank video was great. Well, thank you. Yes, if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. See, there's me holding a Thunder Tank. Boom. All right. John, you have the floor. Good sir.
All right. So I got a couple things. If you want to show that picture, we'll do that picture first.
Perfect. Yeah.
This is a Power Rangers and Beetleborgs collection I picked up.
Big bad Beetleborgs.
Yeah,
right?
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Just about everything was complete. Only a small handful of things not there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty decent. A couple hard to find flip heads from, I think it was Turbo or In Space, one of them. But pretty decent overall. But that's not really for me. That was for the collection. Sure. Not the collection, the inventory.
Inventory, yep.
Yeah, store inventory. And I fought for that lot. That was an auction battle.
Ooh.
I never do that.
Yeah, you're usually like you just get in and get out, you know.
Yeah, I'm a buy it now sniper. Yeah.
Yeah. So what, like, did you still get a good price for it, or did the fact that it was a live bidding, did it kind of throw it off for you?
This was the first one in a long time where I just wanted to win, you know. And I did pay a little bit. I did pay a little bit more than I typically would for what my profit margin allowance is.
Sure.
But I knew I would flip it quick. So, you know, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I just like to get that stuff just to like go through it and piece it all together. Like I just kind of like to play with it, a little bit.
Absolutely. That's part of the fun of being a toy dealer.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, I remember when Big Bad Beetleborgs came out, and it's just they're kind of cool, but still just like it's not quite the same as Power Rangers.
Yeah, the figures are really awesome though. Especially if like the metallic, all that vac metal is still in really good shape. The figures are really cool.
Yeah, they look awesome. They look really cool.
All right. Up next.
And, you were teasing. Some cool.
I got a couple other things because apparently FedEx delivers on Sundays now. So this one was for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you've seen this. The sort of retro.
Yes.
Kenner, but Mattel version of Batman.
Yep.
So I bought this. Somebody had posted this on eBay. Buy it now. But they had a loose one.
Yeah.
And a sealed one.
Oh wow.
And they had it up for like $18 or something. Buy it now.
Yeah.
So I put it on my watch list, and then within 10 minutes they sent an offer. Like because you can send offers now, like a reduced offer. And they sent an offer for like $10. Buy it now. So I just counted $9. I was like, oh, let's see what happens. And they took it.
Nice. So you got 2 Batmans for $9?
Yeah. Well, actually,
Walmart prices right there.
Actually, they also threw in another Batman. They sent I think this was from this might be the Crime Solver series.
Yeah.
Maybe. But they sent this guy for free.
Dang. Wow. That's a good pickup. That's a fun pickup. Now they clearance that Batman at Target. I almost got it when they clearance it because I think they did clearance it to $10, I think. But I really just couldn't get into the head sculpt on that one. Like it was a little soft to my eyes, even though it is very much a Toy Biz 89 bats. Like it's dead on to a Toy Biz 89 bats. But I was just like,
yeah, you can tell
a fair bit of restraint.
Yeah, they purposely didn't put a lot of work into that face sculpt. But I think that's why I like it so much.
Yeah, it has a charm for sure.
Yeah, it's like it's a knockoff head on an authentic body, sort of.
Much like those Toy Biz figures.
All right, so up next, I picked up a collection of Kenner Sky Commanders.
Yep.
Which I think is like 1987. And it's got a couple of the I call them mini rigs.
Yep.
Some of these guys. One of those guys.
Awesome.
One of the bigger ones, which is the Outrider. This thing.
Oh, dang. Yeah, that's awesome.
But the real reason I bought this collection, no, I've been into these things since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yep. And I didn't even know that this piece existed. It was a mail away.
Yeah.
There was like a sticker on some of the boxes back in '87.
Yep.
And it was for this guy right here, this little thing.
Oh, wow.
And it's called the Battle Track Dispatch.
Yeah.
And for 20 years, I didn't even know this existed.
Wow.
This is the second one I found in a year.
Wow. That's cool.
So,
now, how rare is it? Is it a really rare mail away or?
Yeah. I want to say, like even if you do a search, on Google Images, the only results are typically on WorthPoint, which is like the database that keeps track of everything that sells on eBay.
Yeah.
But you have to buy, like it's a subscription, so you can go back years and years and see what things have sold for. So yeah, this is the second one I've ever found. It was in a calendar year.
Yeah.
The first one I found, the green knob on top, of the red knob on top was all faded. It was kind of white. The guns were kind of white. But the pilot guy, his bungee cord thing is still attached, which is that's rare in itself.
Yeah.
I think I've seen boxed ones go for between $300 and $500.
Wow.
Loose ones between like $200 and $300.
Wow.
But I ended up getting the whole collection for $100, and I was like,
what?
Yeah, I was super stoked.
Oh, that's awesome. So now, I mean, you could probably flip the rest of it, cover your costs of just keeping the mail.
Yeah.
Right? Are you going to try? Are you going to keep them all?
I might keep them all.
That's awesome.
And the guy had the original instruction sheet for that mail away, which
wow,
I'm blown away by this thing. It's awesome.
And for $100 too, that's great. That's nice when you can get especially a bundle deal like that. That's awesome. There are a few things finer in toy collecting than pulling off something like that.
I can't believe I never even knew it existed, and I love this series.
Mm-hmm.
I've owned everything now except for this thing, which is common. I don't know why I've never bought this goofy thing.
That's awesome. I did not have those as kids, but it's one of those things as a kid. But it was always in the Kenner catalog, right? Or the little catalog. So it was always just this thing that I saw, but never had. And it was just like this mystical thing.
And they came with a fold out poster, kind of like the how Mask came with some. Did Ghostbusters come with a fold out poster?
They did. It's a Kenner hallmark back in the day.
Yep. So that's my hauls.
That's a good haul week, good sir. That's a good one. Let's see. Going back, still in wave 2, MOTU Origins. It's all right. I have faith. It's gonna start hitting. Cara Dune is. Oh my god. Is it? I have one. Happy to sell. Have you looked at Cara Dune prices?
Yeah. Okay. I won't say she's expensive. People are asking a lot of money. She's not a rare figure.
No.
She's been in production for well over a year out in the wild.
What's it selling for though?
Okay, so I've seen a lot of people selling lots of her. So like, the carbonized black series and like a regular black series for like $200 in a lot. I haven't gone and looked at completed ones. Yeah. Because it's like, it's foolish.
Yeah.
It's
not saying, if I have one, is now my chance. If you have one out there, you strike now while the iron's hot.
I suppose if you don't want to keep that character for personal reasons in your collection,
or just you
just rather have the $100.
You get 2 birds, 1 stone situation. Just get some cash.
I haven't looked at what she's actually going for. I've seen a lot of asking prices.
Yeah, but there's always those ads, like when people make those lists on BuzzFeed or whatever, like, ooh, these VHS tapes could be worth thousands, and they list these crazy eBay listings that no one will ever buy.
Yeah, no one's ever out your Disney Diamond collection in the clamshell.
I've got technically hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Diamond collection VHS tape.
I can go get you some more at the Restore, the Habitat for Humanity. They have piles of them.
Oh, you get tons of those things. I like them, but you get them for $1, 50 cents. It's not that hard. Let's see. I hear Lego ATSCs are going for the Cara Dune minifig. Oh, good lords. Ray Black Belmont Black Series going for $150 plus for the. All right, yeah, it's time. I gotta flip it. Because I have this red black box series that's sold in my card between 100 and 150 in the last 24 hours. Over $100 for the single original release back series. That's the one I got. I got the red box. Cash in. Cha-ching. Nlanderos 554. JJ, happy Sunday, guys. MOTU Origins Castle Grayskull already available in Canada, and that's not fair. I watched some video reviews, and it's quite awesome. Well, if you miss it, Nlanderos, I have one on the way. I have gotten one from someone who acquired it up north at great expense, but much like John Hammond. Yeah, I spare no expense. No expense. Geek Dead Life. That's a horrible Attenborough impression. Oh my god. All right. Let's well, great toy hauls, John. I'm thankful that you were able to keep up the toy haul momentum, because I did not. But again, I was just so bummed in the Red Sun Superman both of them were kind of jacked up. But I will say, at least for the most part, McFarlane stuff is relatively easy to find. I think there's gonna be plenty of those ones around. I mean, I don't know. I don't see that being a big, just kind of casual fan purchase, right? Or maybe it will be, because like, how many of those they ever made?
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few Red Sun Supermans out there, but no, I think
it's like a full retail release. It's not like a
Yeah.
collector, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think they'll be easier to find.
Yeah,
I might just take my chances on Big Bad. See what I get in.
Why, when you have the secret honey hole of
$3? I swear, my Walmart has been taken off the McFarlane list because there isn't even a hang tag left for them anymore. that section was replaced with Jurassic Park stuff. And when I was there today, I was looking. I was like, where did they move them? And it's not even. It's like McFarlane said, "You guys really screwed the pooch for us. You're done."
Oh man. Well, yeah, we'll see. Oh, see, this is a great. Yeah, Gamaliel says sell the character to recoup the cost of Castle Grayskull. I like this thinking. I love it. Excited to be a part of it. Okay. All right. Let's see. James Justice says I have the original 2 Red Sun Superman and Red Sun President Superman on card.
Oh.
Well, there you go. It's probably
that President Superman figure is awesome.
Is it expensive?
It's not cheap.
As collectors, we have many subtle levels of cost descriptions.
It's probably tripled its original retail value.
Well, that's good. That's always good. Let's see. N-Rocker, anyone having luck finding the new waves of Masters of the WWE Universe 5 and 6? I know people have been finding, is 6 the one with Kane and all them? I know those are starting. I don't know if
so.
Raleigh yet, but I know they're going around. And then P-Dubs, my Walmart still has Batman tags for $15.88. So there you go, John. All right. Let's move on to, hold on. I got to get the little thingy ready. It's my favorite part of the show. It shouldn't be, but it is. Got to celebrate the small things. And now it's time for the latest toy news. All right. So first up on toy news, let me get the old screenerino up here. The main topic of our discussion today is Masters of the Universe Origins Wave 5, a set of 4 figures. Now, it's crazy. We found out about 6 before 5. And even in the letter that Big Bad Toy Store sent out last week, last week, they were like, we've subbed in Faker and we're pushing Stinkor to the next wave. But it's actually in Wave 5. So, and they did this before where Wave 4 was Wave 3 or whatever, or something like that. So is Wave 5 actually going to be Wave 6 and Wave 6 going to be Wave 5? Like what I mean, or does it doesn't even matter? I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't think it matters anymore. These wave numbers are so wacky now. It's there's no controlling it anymore.
I know. And I so we'll see. But the list was revealed. We have no images revealed. I did whenever we get kind of through here, I did queue up the interview we did with Nate Barch, who longtime toy designer, toy artist, worked with Axel on the art for the Castle Grayskull. Looks amazing. So I'll share a little clip of that in this show in a second because he's a big Green Goddess fan. I think it's relevant to our conversation with this. But yes, so it comes with 4 figures. The Green Goddess is going to be there, which is exciting. Really pumped for that. Beastman 2 figure. So this is being labeled as the Lords of Power Beastman. Now, I have a Lords of Power Beastman. It's the most disappointing figure in that set because it doesn't come with anything. It's just Beastman with that armor. So my question is, is it going to be exactly the same as the Lords of Power Beastman, or is it going to be all red or something like that, much like the mini comic kind of first mini comic appearance of Beastman? Like, what's your thoughts there on this Beastman 2 figure?
I bet it's going to be all red. they can't, or they shouldn't put that Lords of Power PowerCon exclusive figure on a card and sell it, because that was really an exclusive. I understand the packaging was an exclusive,
sure, but
it wasn't cheap, and
yeah.
I would say,
200 bucks. It was 250. It was
like 250, wasn't it?
Was it 300? I don't know.
300.
Expensive.
Yeah,
it was about $55 a figure, and there was four or five figures in it.
4 figures.
It was stupid expensive.
But it's kind of like it's like kicking the teeth.
Yeah.
I'm saying if they repackage that same figure.
Agreed. Yeah.
If it's an all red with a whip, cool. It's another variant.
Yep.
But if it's the same figure, I feel bad for all the people that bought that Lords of Power set,
including me.
Yep.
But people are saying here in the chat, all red would be epic. Classic accessories. I also think that's a red Beastman. And I hope they go red, just because I already have the Lords of Power one. It's kind of lame. But if they did the same armor and everything and make it all red, that would be awesome, because I would love an all red Beastman and not have it be the same sculpt and everything as the main Beastman, which is what they did in the classics line, right? So, I think that would be. I don't think a single person that dropped considerable money on that Lords of Power set would be upset if they re-release the same sculpt but all red to kind of original mini comics.
Yep.
That's the thoughts. Camelio says it's Wave 6 Merman Lords of Power 2. Now again, in that set, I don't think they specifically said Merman 2 like they did on all the other stuff.
I did see somebody post it was Lords of Power Merman. It might have been Planet Eternia.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that's a big bummer. That's the reason why I got the stupid Lords of Power stuff.
But if they do a different skin color,
they did blue, the light blue.
Yep.
I would be okay with that. If they did the light blue, I would be fine. I would be fine. Because here it doesn't say Merman 2, it just says Merman, but it would make sense if in Wave 6 they use the Lords of Power sculpt.
Yep.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It might actually be Entertainment Earth that it says Lords of Power Merman.
That would make sense. That would make sense. But still, again, go a different paint deco, then I think it's fine. Master, the PowerCon show was different, but not by much as the store release. Yes, I have filmed everything. Like I did a comparison video between the two, and it is not different enough by a long shot. If I didn't need to keep it just for like archival footage and future episodes of the show, I would sell it in a heartbeat, because it is not nearly different enough between the regular release She-Ra and the Lords of Power She-Ra. It is honestly a waste of money. and the fact that these Lords of Power figures, if they are the same, then I will have dropped nearly $500 on figures that I could have waited and gotten for $15 each, which would not feel great. Anywho, Roaring Mouth, Lords of Power Merman on Big Bad Toy Store. They'll be different variants. Come on, give Mattel some credit. Listen, that's what I'm going to hope, Classic Nut. I am with you here. I'm going to assume that is the case, but I'm just letting it be known. If that isn't the case, I'm going to be crying. I'm going to be crying. It's fine. It'll be fine. Jay said, we need a Marshmallow Man as big as Ghostbuster Firehouse with Ghostbuster figures. I'm with you, Jason. Let's do it. Big Stay Puff. I'm in. The fact that Mattel doesn't show the pics yet drives everyone crazy. I agree. The fact that these retailers are kind of getting the lead on this before Mattel is kind of a bummer. Like, I want to see pictures of these now.
Yeah. It kind of takes the excitement out of what we're going to be looking forward to, whether there's San Diego announcements or if there's another virtual PowerCon, hopefully
Yeah.
not. Hopefully it's an in-person for everyone.
Yep.
But it's kind of, it's a little deflating.
Yeah.
Because it's like, pictures are one thing, but just finding out everything at once. The list and the pictures. That's just, that's the goosebumps.
Yeah.
But this is just like, it's like finding out.
Spoilers a little bit.
Yeah.
But we can still imagine in our minds what they look like, and then it'll be fine. What do you think of Christmas video, the MOTU Revelations musical score, and I Have the Power? Excited about it. I think both John and I are big Kevin Smith fans outside of this MOTU thing, and him being a part of it, I think is a good thing. And he, the Skewiverse stuff is great. But he also does a really good job with other properties. I think so. Excited to see what he pulls off here for sure. PDF, just sell the carriage and you'll feel better. Exactly. I'm just gonna sell it, make a quick $150, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Fine. Will there be a PowerCon this year? It just all depends. I don't think there's a chance in HE Double Hockey Sticks that there will be a San Diego Comic-Con. No way. There's just no way. PowerCon's a lot smaller, and maybe by the summer, maybe it could be enough vaccinations and everything. But San Diego Comic-Con, I've gone 17 years in a row before this past year when it didn't happen. And it is, you're packed like this with people the whole time. It's 150,000 people in downtown San Diego. It's nuts. It's amazing, but it's not quite the best place to be in during a pandemic. So I don't think it'll happen this year. But if September 11th and 12th is for PowerCon, maybe by then they'll be okay. We'll see. We will see. When is Kevin Smith's new MOTU cartoon going to start? Was it this summer?
All I heard was, just 2021. I'm guessing it's going to be the first half of 2021. Because I think he said that most scripts are handed in. I think a lot of the animation is done. Now that the score is done, I bet it's more so on when Netflix wants to release it compared to when the work is going to be done. Yeah.
True. That's true. Because Netflix will hold on stuff. Like they had season 3 of Cobra Kai for like a year. They sat on that for a year.
Yep.
So it's a good point. It's a really good point. And Landers wants to know, Carmines wants to know, when are the MOTU Origins John and Jay's 2-pack becoming available? Will it be soft goods, hair, or plastic? Well, neither John or I have long hair, so it'd make more sense if it was plastic hair instead of soft goods. But I don't know. What do you think, John?
Yeah, we'll need to get somebody that does 3D scanning, and then we'll have to stand on the table, and do some. We need like the real scan,
Yes.
We want it to be just like how that Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, looks just like Dan Larson. We want that kind of likeness.
Yes, absolutely. It looks just like Dan Larson. Whenever I see it, it's like, oh, there's the Dan Larson figure. Colleen, my wife, says we get sick every year after San Diego Comic-Con when there isn't a pandemic. Yeah, absolutely. We call it con flu. Because just you're around all these people. COVID has no power compared to the stank of Comic-Con sweats. Indeed. It is just so sweaty. And that was great. The 1 year Mattel did the Moss, Moss Man deodorant. It was perfect. It was great. All right. Let's see. Just final thoughts here on Wave 5. Stinkor is moved up here, which is great. So the patchouli shortage of 2021 did not affect because it's coming earlier. So there you go. And Web Store, which again, I think Web Store is another figure I love the hell out of. So excited for that. But with Green Goddess, it does go back to an interview that John and I did with Nate Barch back in October, I think, right after the Castle Grayskull was announced. And he said that he did the art for it. So I figured I'd show a little clip of that if you haven't seen it, or maybe need a quick refresher, because I believe, and you can watch this video and see, I believe he is going to do the artwork for the Green Goddess. He has to, right?
Yeah. He that's his absolute favorite.
Yep.
He's got to.
And it's kind of legendary how much it's his absolute favorite, Where did it go? I lost it. Did I close it out accidentally? Did. Hold on. Back amongst yourselves, John. Go.
All right. I think I don't remember if it was Axel. Somebody posted that picture I think it was today.
Yep.
And told the story, on Instagram of Nate sneaking in that picture when they submitted it, or to the art department at Mattel.
Yep, exactly. And so that story happened on this show. That was the first time it was shared. That was the first time people saw the images of Nate Barch doing the Green Goddess. That happened here on Toy Geeks. So I was really proud of that. Nate Barch, great guy. Love chatting with him. I think we ended up putting up most of the conversation, but we could just talk to him for hours and hours and hours. It was just a lot of fun. But here's him first talking about Green Goddess.
It's like, just put the Green Goddess in there. Just the Green Goddess has to be in there. And if you know me, you know what that means. So Green Goddess, of course, to any of your listeners or viewers that don't know, that's basically Tila that she's just painted green. And she showed up in one mini comic way back at the very beginning.
Yep.
That's the short of it. And then
which they got to do in Origins. They have to do one.
Yeah.
It's a must.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If not, I'm just gonna go pick up I just saw another Tila at the store today. I was like, I could just grab that and then just paint it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an easy custom.
But you want it translucent, right? We want to kind of match the classics, or at least in my mind. I'd love to see take another stab at the translucent classic.
Yes, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see if that happens eventually. And Axel also knows that that's a big thing for me. So maybe in the packaging realm for that one character, who knows? That's me pitching. That's not announcements. It's not a spoiler or a leak. That's just me wishing right there.
Yes.
Please consider me for the Green Goddess packaging. But
if I was gonna clickbait this interview, be like, Green Goddess is gonna happen. Like,
Here comes the hashtags.
Yeah.
And then let's see. Here we go. Yep.
That's exactly what that was.
Yep.
So that particular theme ended up winning the day. And while I'm painting along and I get to Tila, I actually painted her on purpose as Green Goddess.
Really?
So it is a version of that whole Castle Grayskull scene where Green Goddess is fighting Trap Jaw.
That's
nice.
Is that only in the Nate collection? Does that not come out?
Right. Yeah. Right now that's just in the Nate collection, but and it was funny because I didn't say a thing, and I just sent that version, because I'll send iterations of the painting.
Yeah.
To the art director, which in this case is Roy, and he's passing everything off, and he comes back. He's like, "This is looking so awesome, but that is not Tila. That is. We really need to make that Tila, okay?" It's just like, okay. I mean, I knew it already, and it was funny because I had already painted it Tila. It was literally just another layer that I just turned on.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, no worries, I got it. This was a joke. So that's a funny story there behind Tila.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was my way of trying to sneak her in.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great.
It almost made it.
There's a version of it somewhere. That's all. It's somewhere. Alternate universe.
Does exist.
Yeah. I mean, they left the aura for Fortress for like 2 days.
Oh man! So, if you want to watch the whole thing, it's on the channel. It was in October, and then the full audio version. We talked for over an hour. That is on our podcast feed on iTunes, all that kind of stuff. But really fun conversation. And again, like even as we did that interview, he wasn't gonna share that artwork of that Tila. And then after we were done, he was like, "I'll just send it to you guys anyway if you want to put it on when you're showing the video." So we put it on there. So like all of that happened here on Toy Geeks. So it's cool that already Green Goddess is going to be coming in Wave 5. So exciting stuff.
I wonder if she'll come with our armor, the He-Man armor, like the classics figure did.
They are so skimpy on the accessories with Origins. If I had one criticism, it would be that they really don't put much as far as accessories go.
Yeah,
and even on exclusives. Lord's looking at you. So I don't know. I don't know if they would, but it would be cool if they did. So let's see. Eric says just realized he went by BAENA in the He-Man.org. Nate Barch. Yeah, I mean that's kind of where he got in touch with all those people. I believe wasn't He-Man.org or something like that.
Yeah, he's been part of the He-Man community for as long as I've been on He-Man.org. Like,
yeah,
back in the very early days.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to remember, because when did He-Man.org start? Was it early 2000s? I know I was on there early 2000s, I feel like.
I think it was it might have been like 98 or 99.
That sounds right. I feel like I jumped into it 2001, 2002, whenever the new cartoon came out.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, yeah, it's been around forever. Master Hoarder says the art on these new MOTU Origins is amazing. The art alone is worth the price. We'll see. We'll see. In the world as it is, I say, if you get yourself about the colors and merit reasons for those powerful, I mean, really, okay, bye now. I'm guessing that's more meaning, I don't know. I don't know what that meant. But again, I'd be fine if the colors are different. I don't care. And even if it's the same figure, it is what it is. You know, I'm not in control of this journey. I'm just along for the ride. All right. But still exciting stuff to say at least. All right, let's move along here. A lot of stuff to talk about still. Let's see. Hot Toys teasing the Boba Fett from the Mandalorian. I kind of wish it wasn't this version. I want the next episode version.
Yeah.
Because this is, again, it's a really cool scene. It's a great episode of The Mandalorian. # spoiler alert. When he finally dons, well, even before, when it's just him and the gaffy stick, and he just like tears down a thing of stormtroopers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great scene, but I'd like the next version of just the black and everything. I think I like the new look of Boba, and I'm excited for the Book of Boba Fett for sure. So that's that bit of news. We'll see it when it's actually official. All right. Power Rangers, a lot of reveals this week for Power Rangers. Was it a big week for Power Rangers? Is there like some kind of event that I missed?
As far as I know, it's just the Fan First Friday was for Power Rangers this time around.
Yeah, I didn't know if it like coincided with a season or something. I feel like I'm so out of modern Power Rangers, but this is really cool. The Ivan Ooze bird dudes. That's a pretty cool one. And
the Tenga Warriors.
Yeah, if I see it, I'll get it. It looks great. It looks really good.
I think it's great they're doing more aliens.
Yes, they need to. They really need to. It's a shame. It's a shame they haven't yet, but hopefully they get more into it because they've been great. Everything they've done so far, like the sculpting here looks fantastic. Look at all the feathers on there and stuff. That's it's
a good looking figure. And he's got an articulated mouth.
I know. I mean, that looks great. I'm pumped for that one. And then we got some other, was that Zeo and Turbo?
That's Lost Galaxy.
Lost Galaxy. Oh yeah, Lost Galaxy Blue Ranger. Again, I'm basically only MMPR and then to the movie, and then I was totally out. So I don't know. I don't know.
These aren't recent. Lost Galaxy was like 1998, maybe, and that's SPD.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And that's actually the newest character out of that series.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. And SPD is probably, I want to say maybe like 2003, 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still relatively old.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done more. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just think their adult collectors aren't into the ones that were from a year ago or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And that's Space.
And that one's pretty. That was still in the 90s, wasn't it?
Yep. Space was like 96, I think.
That was one of the first ones post MMPR, right?
Yep. It was MMPR, then Zeo, and then I think then Space.
Well, there you go. So those look pretty cool. And then we talked about it when Super 7 first announced they're doing Power Rangers, but they didn't show it then. But now we've got the look of the reaction Power Rangers figures revealed as part of that Hasbro Fan First Friday. And I really dig them. I really want, I'm not all in on reaction all the way around, but these ones I want. And again, I've said it a few times now because I want a Panos Place style Megazord where you can put the figures in the Megazord. These reaction figures in the Megazord. Make it happen, Super 7. Take my money.
They could do it.
If anything this show has proven you is that I'm not smart with the things that I purchase. I'll make a mistake again. You know I will. No, I will. And the last thing was these Ninja Turtle Power Rangers. Like I don't
understand what this is.
I don't get it. But it's a thing, I guess.
Is it so? It's got to be something from the comics if it's Boom Studios.
I guess so. Because April O'Neil, Pink Ranger, and then the Turtles are Power Rangers.
Must be. It's just got to be a crossover on the comics. That's my best guess.
The Green Ranger Shredder's dope.
Yeah, it's a good looking helmet.
Okay, yes, there is a TMNT Power Rangers crossover. So yeah, the Green Ranger Shredder looks awesome. I'm down for that. But the rest, maybe the April O'Neil Pink Ranger, because I always have a soft place in my heart for Pink Ranger. But the Shredder Green Ranger, if it looks awesome, BMM, and you'll get a $450 Megazord, but not a Thunder Tank from Super. Listen, I'm more than likely going to get the Thunder Tank. I'm wheeling and dealing. I'm selling a whole bunch of stuff to get the cash on hand to be able to get the Thunder Tank. Okay, I'm doing what I can, and then they'll probably post another thing about this Megazord, and I'll get that too. Because I have a problem. Jay Griffith says it's a good read. I'm sure, like a lot of the crossover stuff is fun, and they're crossovering TMNT with everything. They did it with Ghostbusters. Our mutual friend John Ron got was it Kevin Eastman to sign a whole bunch of posters, TMNT posters, and he got him to sign the TMNT Ghostbusters crossover poster art that he did. I have to get framed, but Ron, you're a good dude.
Yep, and he got me the Batman TMNT crossover poster signed.
Right, Ronald Johnson, good fellow. We should have him on the show sometime. Shoot the.
He's a major toy dude. You should have him on.
He puts us to shame in terms of the collection department.
He really does. He sets a goal at the beginning of the year. And he meets it. And I don't mean trying to get, finding a holy grail item. He sets like I'm going to buy 200 carded AFA turtles this year. 200 and he'll meet it. He'll do it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he does. He really does. Colleen says, at least you know you have a problem. I know I have a problem. Master, we all have a classic crack problem. Indeed, Colleen. Submaster has got to go. Good to see us. James Justice, aka Sledge Master. All right. Now, this one, I put this one in here for you, John. You're a big Jaws fan. What'd you think of the announcement of the Toony Terrors Jaws that's going to be released by NECA?
I'll buy 2.
Yeah,
no doubt. One to keep carded. Yep.
It looks cool. I think it's neat. If I see it, I'll get it for sure.
Yeah. I would like to see what it actually looks like, because that's just obviously it's just a rendering.
Yeah, exactly.
I do want to see what it looks like, because there's been other companies that have tried to do the poster sort of look in a 3-dimensional. Sometimes it's well done. Sometimes it's really terrible.
Yeah. Yep.
But because it's cartoony, it's supposed to be, a little bit like that. So I think it looks good. I like the other the Toony Terrors.
Yeah, they're fun. They're really fun. So I'm excited for that. I think it's a good pickup for their license. Give us a deluxe Jaws line. I agree, but apparently they can only do Quint. That's it. That's all.
They can do Quint and the shark. And that's it.
All right. Wanted to share Toy Shiz's coverage of this. Good friend of the show. Another person we'll have on the show at some point in time when the stars align. But the Toy of the Year 2021 winners, I apologize. As I did the intro, I recorded the voiceover for that. I said 2020. No, it's 2021. But some of the winners here, the Child Animatronic Edition by Hasbro. Baby Yoda, Grogu weighed heavy this year. And I've got this one. It is a great toy. So they did a great job. And it's a really fun toy. I think it uses the Furby technology. So I can absolutely support that one getting the win there. Let's see what else was there. Now, I didn't realize this was actually out, this original Spawn action figure, the remastered one. Has that actually hit people's doors?
I think for some people, they've gotten it. I think it depends which package you might have ordered, or if you got like the 3-pack and autograph and all that. I think it depends which one you got is how they're shipping them out. Because I've seen some in hand on eBay for sale.
Yeah. Okay. Jeremy is Arts came in late to stream, new to the show. Any love for 1/6 scale figures? Metacom releasing the Akira bike again, and I'm struggling for a reason not to get it. We do talk about some 1/6 stuff here. Generally, it's a little more spendy than some of the other things, which is saying something. I don't know, like they're all spendy, but we do talk about it from time to time. But it usually goes Hot Toys than anything else. But that Akira bike does look pretty dope. I'm all out of love for the Child. It's kind of like we had nothing last year, and then it was like a bajillion things this year, which we knew was going to happen. We knew it was coming. Master Fry, we're also getting Buzzsaw Hordak. Indeed, yes. So we thought that it would probably be a Buzzsaw or somebody as the deluxe one. And it's going to be Buzzsaw. Even though I would rather have was it Hurricane
Hordak? Yeah.
Because at least it's Buzzsaw looks exactly the same as Hordak. It just has like a little thing that pops out of his gut.
Yeah, even the original version wasn't on a deluxe card like Hurricane and Dragon Blaster Skeletor and Thunder Punch He-Man. It was in a basic card because all it is the Buzzsaw in his chest. Like maybe he will come with arm attachments or something to make it worth putting him on a bigger card.
It better. I'm looking at you, Mattel, wherever you are. It better. Let's see. Playset of the year, Super Mario Bowser's Castle. Now, should Lego count as playset, or is there just not enough playsets so they give it to Lego here on this one?
That's tough. I think Lego got it because there isn't enough playsets.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the playsets could you call a playset that comes out? I think the Spin Master Batcave was around this year. I'm sure there was some Barbie playsets.
Yeah,
but that's probably it.
Yeah. So, maybe Grayskull will win this coming year. The Playmobil Back to the Future DeLorean Vehicle of the Year. Hey, I'm okay with that. I got it. I did a video on it. I really dig it. I love Playmobil's stuff that they're doing with licensing. So it's a great. The only thing I will say is the headlights do not light up on it, which is a bummer. Jake River says Imagine X has some good playsets. Yes, they do. They're kind of the only people that really kind of do it consistently, for sure. And action figure of the year, the Fisher Price Thank You Heroes line by Mattel. Again, it's like one of those ones that you go with because 2020 was such a crappy year. It's a great, symbol to recognize here.
Yeah, it's a nod.
Exactly.
Really.
Exactly. Having my sister is a nurse's assistant at Duke. She actually just left. And it's hell. It is hell for people on the front line. So well earned there. A nice nod to those that have been really on the front lines of this pandemic for, it seems, never ending. But we're coming up on a year. I'm on my second birthday in quarantine, which is not what I expected when my birthday did fall into the pandemic. But anyway, it's just never ending. So I think that, and plush of the year, another child figure. I'm sorry, Jade. I think Jay said it. Is it Git Yadis? Snake Mountain. Snake Mountain should have been there.
It should have. But I don't know who votes on these. Is it toy journalists.
It's like the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like who gets to vote?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the Lego, again, they're great. That Mario line's really cool. I'm not going to knock that, and I think Riley Bob says it well here. Lego is Lego and playsets are playsets. Agreed.
Yep, absolutely.
Things, and I don't think you can count them as the same. Todd Smith, another retro G.I. Joe vehicle on the way. What do you think it will be? The retro packaging is spectacular. I think who said it? I think somebody said a whale. The whale would be great if they did that.
I doubt that would be.
They'll never do it, but
no, if they did, that would have to be a HasLab thing. I'd never see that at retail. That's way too big for retail.
Yeah.
I would say, if anything, if it's going to be a tank, it will be a Mauler. I mean, not a Mauler, a Mobat. Because that was already redone for the 25th.
Yeah.
But it's going to have to be something small. You know, retailers want compact on their shelves. I mean, probably the Vamp Jeep. Yeah,
that makes sense. I'd love for the Vamp because I think Vamp's one of those iconic classic things for sure. Jacob says when Lego comes in the tag says construction toys, agreed. But Lego Mario is awesome, but it's just not a playset. YouTuber collectors should vote. I agree. Yeah, let's make that a thing. Throwback Turtle. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Throwback, good to see you again. I feel like it's been like 8 months since we've seen you. Throwback. Good to see you though. They'll go through all the 25th line vehicles first. Yeah, before they make anything new. That makes perfect sense. Why else would they don't have to, right?
Yeah.
All right. One last thing to talk about on the show, and somebody put it in the comments, so I do want to make sure I call it out here, so I'll stop sharing. But Sebastian Gomez 3D, any thoughts on Super 7 doing re-releases of the figures from earlier waves? I overpaid for Raphael and Leonardo right before they did the re-release for Wave 1, but now I can get Lino and Panthro. So for those that follow the show know that I went out of my way to order in secondhand prices both Lino and Panthro. So Jay is on a roll. But I guess it wasn't that much more than probably they're going. Were they $55 now or whatever they are?
They haven't put them up yet. The only thing that happens is Brian Flynn put a picture up that said "Don't do it," on an eBay auction of Lino.
Yeah,
and he said, Lino and Panthro will be coming again. Don't pay the overpriced scalp prices.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. We couldn't do that 2 weeks ago.
I gotta say, I'm a little ticked. So I went on Big Bad and I did order Wave 2 of the Turtles, the Ultimates, and I put them in my pile of loot. So I paid for them, pile of loot. Kind of on the fence of what else I want to stick in there before I have it shipped. And then I saw, I don't know where I saw it. I can't remember.
Yeah, that
Raphael and was Raphael, Splinter, Baxter Stockman, and
Wave 1.
Yeah.
And, the Fruit Trooper.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I saw that they were like, somebody had put on eBay, version 2 Raphael, and it was like $80. And I was like, what's version 2? So then I saw on Instagram, Brian had posted something, Wave, version 2's on sale for Wave 1. So then I went back to Big Bad. I was like, oh, I can just throw them in my cart.
Yeah.
And everything was already sold out. And like immediately. How fast did that happen?
Oh man, that's a bummer.
But Entertainment Earth still has Baxter and Splinter left.
Okay.
Raph? Nope. No, people have them on eBay they're selling him for $80 for pre-order prices, or they've pre-ordered and pre-selling them again.
Yeah. Well, he says cheap. Well, they were going over $100, weren't they?
Yeah, like 120, 125.
Yeah. The one thing I will say, I think the redeco, and I mentioned it in my review of Wave 2 of the Turtles, is the one thing I didn't dig was Raphael. They had these kind of like silvery things around his belt. I didn't really dig it. I like the way they did the first release of Raph better, but I guess the second release of Raph is also going to have that more silvery look to his belt, so he'll match more to the Leo in Wave 2. At least by the pictures is where it kind of looks like, which is a bit of a bummer. Even though I like the way the Wave 1 Raph looks, I kind of wish my Wave 1 or my Raph and Leo could look more alike, but whatever. It's kind of splitting hairs, I guess. But but still, that's a bummer that it went that quick.
Yep. It had to be the people that, you can sign up, like alert me when this item is back in stock or whatever. So those emails went out and people snatched them up like lightning fast.
Yeah, well, Sebastian said we got the email from Big Bad Toy Store 10 minutes before Super 7 made the post. So I guess if you were just paying attention, or happened to be in your email and saw it.
Yep. You had to have your email open. You had to be there waiting patiently.
Yeah. So I think a couple people are saying it here. But the re-release of I Know and Panther, that's really cool. Again, if it sells out that fast again, then so be it. But they're $55 each, and I only paid $20 over that a piece for the figures. I think I paid $75 each. So, and that was with free shipping. So,
so it'll probably equal out because Super 7 shipping is high.
Oh, Super 7 shipping is outrageous. So we'll see. Dorkside had them a few days later, and I was able to lucky enough to order them, so that's good. Riley Bob, I was almost all in Super 7 Turtles with the new face sculpts until I saw Mikey's. What is that face sculpt? I agree. I love the new face sculpts of Raph and Leo. That's my preferred. I have them right there behind me. That's how I have them displayed with the new head sculpts. But the Mikey one, he's kind of doing this big kind of goofy grin, and I guess he's Michelangelo, so that's fine. So maybe it won't be as bad in person, but we'll see. But it is goofy. I will agree with you there. Lurie said about those Lords of Power MOTU figures, I understand they should be different than the Power Combat. At the same time, the rest of the world can't just go to PowerCon, so I'm happy. No, I agree. Listen, I get it. It's a chance for people to get those figures, but it was pre-order. It was on Big Bad Toy Store forever. It was up there for months and months and months before I think they finally sold out. It was not a cheap set. They sold. It was, I think the first price was $250. I think that's what I pre-ordered at, was $250 plus whatever shipping. So people paid a premium. So again, I think if they just redeco it enough to where they're different enough, then that'll be good. Let's see. Throwback says, I had the Mattel. I know it's worth it for me to spend the money on the Super 7 one. I'll show you. Just roll with the Mattel. Thoughts? Well, I guess the Super 7 one has more accessories than the Mattel one. I had the Mattel one at one point, but I sold it.
I think they're pretty similar. I think the finish on the plastic is just a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, the accessories are really the main thing. So if you're okay, with your lino now, just stick with it. It's the same scale, same everything.
Yep, agreed. Jeremy's Art Zavi also has a good site to go to. Jacob Spickles Dan has a video about that. About what? I don't know. Classic Fishers, do you guys know what happened with Megalopolis? I briefly saw something on Twitter. All I know is that they just ticked off a whole lot of people and just stopped sending stuff and just imploded on itself, kind of.
Yeah. I didn't know anything about what was going on. And then our friend Gary texted me and said, it looks like Megalopolis was all done.
Yeah.
And so I tried to go on the website, and it was like they hadn't paid the light bill. It was just not there.
Yeah.
But it's up again.
Oh, it is?
And I think I still get emails from Megalopolis for updates. But they were controlling all the, the ordering and shipping for, the Mad Balls figures, the Barnyard Commandos.
Yeah. That's crazy, because I thought they just kind of went under because they just stopped shipping stuff. They had all this drama. They were just like messing up a lot of orders. It seems to be going to crap. But yeah, it's back, I guess. Megalopolis.toys, the website. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you're right. I mean,
And they were like one of the official sales places, whatever you want to call it, of the Four Horsemen figures, the Mythic Legions figures. They had made a deal with them, but now I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Anywho, yeah, we'll see. Oh, whew, yeah, they owe Entertainment Earth or $480,000.
Oh my god!
They got sued.
Wow.
I think Pixel Dan just had a chat with Megalopolis. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Again, a lot of again, I've never ordered from there, but just talking to other toy geeks out there, I just heard a lot of people saying like, yeah, they screwed me over on this pre-order, and I tried to get my money back, and they're giving me a hard time. Yeah, they're trying to damage control now, kind of like Pixel Dan and ACBA. So yeah, again, it makes sense to try to, but I don't know if they ever get it back, just because in terms of what I've talked to other toy collectors and buyers, like they've all just written Megalopolis off because they burned them, really bad. It's hard once you've had your reputation ruined like that or damaged like that. I don't know if you can come back when there's other services out there that do the same thing and are pretty good for customers. So
yeah.
We will just have to wait and see. But I will not buy from them. I think some people also invested in that company. I won't ever buy from them. But yeah, again, there's other places out there, and it's a shame that kind of went to crap. And nobody's perfect. No, nothing's perfect forever. But once you lose that, it's going to be hard. Because again, it's just like I guess Master said even unless they do a huge promo. But even then, like I don't know if you can't trust it, like how do you go for that?
Right.
And again, it's I think that's really sad. Megalopolis had a great store in Salt Lake City where I live. Yeah, they were a big player for a while. Throwback Turtle said they gave me a refund after like almost a year. Yeesh.
And they probably had to rob Peter to pay him.
Yeah, probably. He said, I had an issue with Megalopolis. They never got a figure arts Batman I ordered. Finally got an email saying they were under new ownership and they apologized for the old owner. Anyways, the drama is heavy there. And again, in a world where there's other options and it's a shame, but I've generally always used Big Bad and sometimes EE. And I've never had problems with them. So that's just where I go. But I think, for Throwback getting the money back, I have a lot of friends that just did not get their money back on that. So anywho, all right. Well, I think that's as good a place as any to wrap up this Valentine's Day edition of Toy Geeks. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Again, Toy Geeks is 9:00 Eastern Standard Time on this channel, youtube.com/geekdadlife. Next week, we're going to have Blake Wright, the author of Toys That Time Forgot, Volume 1, Volume 2, and now Volume 3, which is live on Kickstarter right now. He will be on next week to talk about this new book. Excited to have him on. Great guy. And and I'm sure we'll talk about a bunch of other fun toy things that happens throughout the week. Be on the lookout on this channel. The Castle Grayskull Origins review, whenever I get it, I'm going to try and get it up as quickly as possible. And when it does happen, hit that like button. That's all I ask. Just hit the like button. Just like my video. Like my video. Oh, man. Yeah, hit the like button before you leave, too. That's important. Favorite live stream. Thank you, Todd Smith. Good to see everybody here. Don't forget to like that video. Like the video. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Hopefully we had a good time hanging out here. And again, thank you to everybody. And we'll see you all next time. Hasta luego. And goodbye.